We are white identitarians. We value our identity and want to preserve it. That's not hate, that is love for your own people.
That was Eric Orwell. He's the co-founder of this new exclusive community, Return to the Land. It's in the Ozark Mountains of Arkansas. Its founders are excluding anyone who is not straight or white.
I'm not asking for supremacy over anyone else. Return to the Land is not a supremacist group. It's not a hate group. It's not even a white nationalist group.
I just spoke with New York Times reporter Deborah Kamen. She visited the community. Here's how she described it.
It's still being built. It's actually quite premature at this moment. In October 2023, the creators of this community, Eric Orwell and Peter Siri and 3 other people, bought the land. It's 160 acres, and it was pretty raw, unfinished land, quite wooded, kind of difficult terrain. They have now brought about 40 people there, a couple families, some kids. There are some cabins that have been built. They've bulldozed rough gravel roads. Eric himself has a shed that has fiber internet and insulation. He makes a lot of YouTube videos there. There was a computer set up with a ring light. He is also a musician, so he has 2 pianos in there, and that's where all of his bookshelves are, including the copy of Mein Kampf. And there's some play structures for kids. Other than that, it's still rough. There were some goats, there's a river, there's a creek, but it's definitely not finished yet.
Hello guys, what's good? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Immaculate, and if it's your first time coming across this channel, please do not leave without subscribing, okay? And if you're just watching without subscribing, I'm judging you. Anyway, let's get into it. I want to believe that white people will just wake up and think about anything without giving it a thought, a real thought. Do you get? So what do you mean a white only city? A Kansas City, Ozark, a Kansas City, a white only town. It has failed terribly. Someone said that no man is an island. And this white people wants to prove that person wrong. First of all, this is so crazy. I'm just helping the Black Americans to laugh out loud at these white people. Because what the hell? Watch this.
What do you mean that all white town failed? How could a self-proclaimed superior race fail at anything? It's so many of them that don't want to be around other races. How do you fail at building something for you, by you? If every white racist moved to that town and support that town, y'all should be good. Your own government, your own restaurants, your own little honky-tonks. But you failed. Give black people a chance to do something like that. And don't tear it down and watch what happens. Give Hispanic people a chance to build something like that and watch what would happen without tearing it down. Complain, complain, complain. Jeez.
Like they're gonna notice that it's failing whenever Becky's trying to make burrito tacos. Them folks ain't even make it 2 months without there being talks of them actually failing as a community, bro. I feel like Paul Atreides, Blizan Al-Gaib type shit. Oh, that shit is nuts, bro. And I haven't seen anything that like concretely says that it's failed. You know what I mean? But I can infer what they're going through. Because if you look at how the farmers in Arkansas are dealing with the Trump administration, the Trump regime, you know, them farmers are struggling, and I'm assuming that them folks down there are struggling even more than the farmers. You know, because it's really funny, bruh. It's really funny because I had a whole bunch of white folks in my comments talking about we don't need y'all, we don't need colors, we don't need the blacks, you know. When it's obvious that you do, you know, like a lot of the labor and a lot of the materials that y'all need in order to survive come from color folks, come from people of color. You know what I mean? So I'm just do a little victory lap type shit, you know. But I was right, goddammit.
When this shit just keep getting better and better, y'all.
So y'all remember the all white town in Arkansas that they was building, right? For all the white people who didn't want to be around us to come. I'm sorry. I mean, okay. So you mean to tell me it didn't work out for y'all? Yeah, not sundown. Well, you might as well call it sundown town because they was trying to make it an all white town. But it failed, y'all. It failed. You can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up. I swear, y'all are the best entertainment we ever fucking had. I swear. Y'all only did that because y'all thought that shit was gonna really piss us off. We was really gonna be like, oh, they don't want to be around us. They trying to make a sundown town. Oh, they're trying to make another all-white town. And here it is. It failed. I guess didn't nobody want to come live with y'all, huh? Whew. It sucks to be y'all, don't it? I'm loving it. I don't know about nobody else, but I'm loving it. And I'm going to keep on putting this shit in y'all face, and I'm going to keep on pissing y'all off because it's fun. It's fucking fun. It is. But see, we got a reason to do it. Y'all didn't. Y'all just was doing this shit just because y'all are some evil, nasty motherfuckers. But karma's a bitch, ain't it?
My name's Nikki, N-I-K-I. I'm 32. I'm a lady.
This is Return to the Land, a group of millennials who organised online to build something radical and controversial. A town for white people only, that they insist is completely legal. We spent several days with them, watching as the men set about the physical labour of building out the site. All the while, the women of the group took on the more typically trad, homesteading type roles.
I guess I found the people through Twitter that ended up starting this project, actually spearheading it, and I went out to the first April event last year, and it was really fun.
The sort of white-only aspect of this, how important is that to you guys?
Given the premise that it's something that is kind of off limits for whites but is okay by implication for other groups, I do feel it's necessary to carve that out, and you kind of have to do it yourself.
It's kind of like if we don't do this, the laws are only getting worse as far as freedom of association goes, so it's kind of like we have to do this, or there might come a time where it's not possible to.
Are you guys aware sort of people are going to be watching, it's going to be controversial?
I think people just have a large misunderstanding of what's happening here.
Yeah? What's the biggest misunderstanding?
Well,
that we hate everyone else.
Yeah,
it's not about that by any
means.
It's
a loving movement.
I mean, on that aspect of it being loving, I suppose the counter argument would be it could be a very loving community if you're part of the community, but if you're black, or if you're Jewish, or if you're gay, you can't be part of that community.
They can have their own communities, and they already do, and I think that's great for them. And it's like if other people are allowed to do it, I don't really see why whites aren't allowed to do it. It doesn't make any sense. So it's important for me to do this for my ancestors, my friends, my family, my children, my children's children.
The leader, Eric Orwell, wants the community to grow and further what he calls traditional white American culture. And the group is explicit about this. It has an online fundraiser to give cash rewards to parents of newborns as a means to incentivize population growth. Just before we arrived, they donated $1,000 to a family for having their 6th child.
Is that part of the mission as well, to sort of have big families, to make the community bigger? Is there a sort of pressure there?
I don't feel particularly myself, I don't feel any pressure to like have a big family. I think there's a kind of expectation here that you do want to, as part of helping grow this thing, that you're going to have kids.
funniest part about that whites only town in Arkansas? Black folks ain't mad, and you're mad, we not mad. So there's a brand new whites only town in Arkansas, and the gag is black people don't even care. Now, I've seen the comments. Why aren't black people upset? Why are you mad about this? We gonna clear this up right now. Nobody's upset, Popo. See, the one thing black people ain't gonna do is lose sleep over other people that want to create a safe space for themselves. Build your own little town, plant a flag, that's fine. Hang a welcome sign, whatever makes you feel good. Honestly, we gotta be real about something, because I saw the interviews, I saw the clips. This ain't a town of exceptional people. I mean, think about it. If you drop everything to move to this town, you probably already didn't have much going on anyway, right? And that's not shade, that's facts. So the question is again, why should black folks care? This is the part that cracks me up the most. Y'all want us to care. I see the confusion in your eyes, I see it. Y'all like, don't the blacks care? Don't they want to be where we are? Nah. We just want to make sure when we build our communities, we're not cheated out of the things that we're supposed to have. That's all we care about, boo. And it's wild because history has shown as soon as black people do build their own thriving spaces, what happened? Some of your people roll up and burn the whole thing down. But we're supposed to believe now y'all just want to be left alone. Child, I'm going to tell you what really gave it away for me, though. The fact that they ran to the media. That's not privacy, y'all. That's desperation. Numbers must be low. If you got to beg the evening news to let them know that you exist, waitlist my ass. See, if black folks were building their town, the media would be the last people that we want to know about it. We gatekeep. We ain't trying to broadcast. But y'all couldn't wait to hold a press conference. That's not security, that's thirst. So no, we're not upset, we're not jealous, we're not even plotting to crash your party. Cause truth be told, we really don't care. And honestly, that's what really bothers y'all.
Y'all remember that whites only town in Ozark, Arkansas? I've been seeing creators happy and celebrating that the town is no longer thriving. Why? We want them to survive and thrive out there in the Hicks. We want that for them. We don't want them living amongst us. Okay, so since everybody was talking about it, saying that they feel, I had to research for myself because I want them to be okay. So Eric and Peter created this whites only town officially, legally in 2023. They bought like 100 and so acres for their white people to live on. It's called Return to the Land. And so they started moving people onto their land mid 2025, so like around July. And so it's about 40 families living out there. And so they are still thriving and doing well. Okay, they are still going, just under heavy scrutiny. Okay, and so just in case you want to go in and you white and you say, okay, let me purchase a piece of property. I want to move my family out here. First, they got to do a DNA check, because you just looking white is not good enough for them. They need to make sure you're not a Jew because the Jews can't stay out there. They don't want you out there if you're a Jew. And then let's just say, okay, it checks. You're not a Jew. They gonna have to do a background check to make sure you're not one of the alphabets. You definitely can't be no LGBTQIABCD. Of course not. You can't be that living out there with them amongst them good white folks. Okay, but you already know, just more than anything, you damn sure can't be a ninja. Hey, you can't be a ninja out there. No. So yeah, y'all, they still going, they still thriving, and we want them to be out there. Okay, because I tell you right now, I don't want your dog face ass living next to me. No, I want to come home in peace, okay, and not see your face, okay? And I'm sure you don't want to see mine, and that's cool. I'm cool with that.
Oh, let them build a white-only community in Arkansas. They'll find out. They'll find out how bored they are. I mean, without Mexican, indigenous, black, Asian influences, like, what are they even doing? Like just eating mayonnaise and listening to country music, I guess? Like, I'd be really worried about the kids in that community, though, right? Like, they're going to become the entertainment in an evil sort of way. But other than that, just let them have their experiment. They'll find out.
I support the idea of a whites-only town, but only because I want those racist bigots out of my fucking city. If all of the racists live in one little town, honestly, you're doing us a community service because we don't want you here. It's so funny to watch white supremacists get pressed over the fact that we don't give a fuck that they are creating their own little whites only town. Like, if you're gonna be a racist bigot, honestly, I think the best thing you can do is go create your own little town so we don't have to fucking deal with you. If all of the bigots live in one town, I know where to avoid and who not to talk to. At that point, you're doing community service.
Hot take, I don't have a problem with them having a white only town or community. They have one already in Arkansas. It's a members only community, and they're thinking about doing one in Missouri. But see, my only thing is, if you guys are gonna do it, you need to do it the right way. Like, why stop at a town? You need an island, you know, somewhere you can escape the horrors of woke people and colored people and gay people that want basic human decency and equality and justice. Like, ew, you know, somewhere far, I don't know, maybe the Epstein Island, you know. Since Trump did say he was a terrific guy, I think it's only fitting that you take your king with you and, you know, build the walls. You can keep all of us colored people and woke people out of it, and then that way you guys can live in the 1950s freely without us bothering you. But I don't know, that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I feel like you guys need to think bigger. Like, why would you want to be in a country that is so diverse? You need an island.
I don't know why I see people like celebrating that old white town in Arkansas failed. Like, apparently, like, they were going to have a farm and then sell their products to, I guess, local markets and whatever, which is weird because then you'll be trying to sell white only products to who? Because the non-racist white people are gonna look at y'all like, bitch, I'm not buying from you. And I hope you don't think any Black, Latino, Asian, indigenous people are going to buy from you. But apparently that failed because the farming industry right now is flopping because of, you know, the lack of workers. So they're packing up and going to, I think they said Missouri or something like that. I hope they're trying to have a different game plan because the farming industry in general is having a tough time. A lot of bankruptcies is like about to roll out. But yeah, y'all celebrating it like, and I'm mad. Like, I wanted y'all to have what y'all wanted so bad. Like, I wanted y'all to have the same amounts of rights that reservations have with the government and police and everything like that. I wanted y'all to have as much rights as them. You know, if people go missing from your little town, oh well, good luck finding them because the police ain't gonna do it. Government don't care. I wanted y'all little exclusive town. Keep y'all asses over there, you know. Thug it out between yourselves and let's see how really good at y'all are at creating a town that's for y'all by y'all. Also, without using any type of equipments that were created by any minority. Like, thug it out, y'all. I wanted them to really thug it out. See if their town was gonna be as civilized as possible. Without, you know, becoming a cult and, you know, grooming and all that stuff that goes with it. I really want y'all to work out. I hope y'all do. Like, I really want it to work out. Like, I'm looking forward to the documentary, you know, true crime. I hope Missouri works out for y'all. Like, I'm so serious. Like, me personally, I like my races. Like, I know where y'all at. Ain't no fake liberal bullshit. Like, I really like y'all like that. Like, I'm happy for y'all. I hope your plan succeeds, and I'm so serious. Like, I can't wait for the Netflix documentary.
I just saw a video of this dude being like, yeah, Black people are mad about that all white town in Arkansas. They're so mad. That's one of the things I hate about social media, dude. Because the only people I've seen talk about this shit are non-Black people, specifically other white people. They going on their little rants, you know, they talking about it, rightfully so, because the shit crazy. But like, ain't no Black people just mad, bro. It's like they'll see the white skin on the person who's mad about something and then will still say Black people are so mad about this thing. And it's just so crazy how they're mad about this thing, bro. Please.
Are we seriously mad about people wanting to have a whites-only community? Let's not forget the fact that we always label things Black own this and Black own that. So a white man, Eric Orwell, wanted to establish his own town for his own people, white people. He wanted to control who he had as neighbors. His goal is to preserve the purity of his culture and traditions. So what are we mad for? Let's not forget, a couple years ago, Ashley Scott and Renee Walters got together and created their own community, their own Black community. They wanted to create generational wealth and keep their legacy and culture. So I'm confused. What's the problem when the white people want to do it? And I know what you're going to say. You're going to try to bring up history and that victimization mentality. We're not doing that. We are not doing that. That happened many years ago. We're talking about now. We're not going to continue to bring up the past. At one point, we did have Black Wall Street, and yes, it was destroyed. However, we had the ability to rebuild, and we didn't. We were defeated. So we're not going to continue to play the victim. This is a voluntary self-segregation, not a forced one. Get over it.
When y'all made that all-white town in Arkansas, how did y'all expect Black people to react? Did y'all want us to like riot? Did you want us to like burn the city down, protest? How did y'all expect us to react? Because the reaction that you're getting is clearly not what you were looking for. Because if that would be the case, you wouldn't be trying to open up a whole nother city just like Arkansas. You know, we've been excluded from places pretty much for generations. So why the fuck would we care about being excluded from a town in West Bumblefuck? You're acting like we can't go to Miami or LA or fucking Atlanta. Bitch, we don't give a fuck about Arkansas. I ain't never even been to Arkansas, and I have no intentions on going there. Like, what the fuck? And like, think about it like this though. Like, y'all not even just excluding Black people, y'all excluding Jewish people, you know, people that could possibly look just like you guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all trying to exclude y'all own people too at this point. So what y'all thought y'all was going, where y'all thought that was gonna go for y'all? You know what I mean? Or we trying to rage bait us to see if we gonna get out our body? I'm curious to see what kind of reaction y'all were hoping to get from us. You know what I mean? Because we don't really give a fuck.
They failed, clearly. So what next? Are they coming back to the community of mixed people? Or they're thinking, because you can't just wake up to come up with your own city. There's things to be considered. For example, school, healthcare. Are you going to be part of the government? There's so much money, businesses. You can't just wake up one day and move. If it's farming, you have to look for a long-term plan, which I think they didn't have. And clearly it's giving racist, because they said no Black, no LGBTQ, no, like they are very they discriminate a lot. So what do we tell them? Welcome back, or never ever think that you can do stuff alone. I'm not sorry.